Hey, boo, hey, we are on a roll. So now I want to jump in with a video talking to you about forgiveness. And forgiveness is for you. This is a mistake that people are making. They are thinking that forgiveness is for other people. I was polling my Bloom group, and I'm also just going to be answering some questions and answers or Q&As based off of what my clients and audience has been asking. Because guess what? When you ask me, I'm going to go ahead and serve you. So one of the questions were, Janine, can you help me with forgiveness and healing? And on my channel and on all my stuff, I talk about healing, I talk about burnout, I talk about self care, I talk about confidence, and all those things are part of the Bloom framework. But where you need to start with forgiveness is one thing I want you to think about is remember, forgiveness is for you. And healing starts with getting to the root. In my book, it's broken down into sections. I have the caterpillar, I have the cocoon work, and I have the butterfly. In transformations in life, you have to go through stages. You understand? And caterpillars pretty much are the bruised caterpillar. Your victim mentality. Woe is me. This happened to me instead of this happened for me. When people know when I'm not doing this, I'm a nurse anesthesiologist. So I'm going to give you a little insight about stages of grief. There's someone called Kubler-Ross. But the first thing she talks about is you have to acknowledge really what's going on. But the last stage is acceptance. So that's the same thing when we talk about forgiveness. Forgiveness starts with you. Forgiveness starts with you. Once again, forgiveness starts with you. Are you giving yourself grace? So to my Bloom member girl, I see you. Healing starts with getting to the root. Is there an inner child issue? Was there family issues? Was there betrayal? Like what happened? But I always say, be better, not bitter. Be better, not bitter. That takes time. That's in the cocoon work. But in the bruised caterpillar, I talk about you need to get to the roots. I talk about the catalyst and the byproducts. And what that means is cause and effect. Something caused and then you had an effect. Okay. But the root is you want to move on. You want to move on. So bitterness and unforgiveness keeps you stuck. You don't bloom. So start with loving yourself. Start with talking sexy to yourself. Start auditing or getting to the root of really why you don't want to forgive or why you're struggling. And if you a God-fearing woman, first thing I had to learn was Proverbs 31. Who does God call me to be? And once I learned who I was and whose I was, it was easier for me to be in a space of forgiveness. And it started with me. Because remember, anything that flows through you flows and bleeds on people. So I used to have a saying, right? You'll hear hurt people, hurt people. Well, I used to say heal people, heal people. So when you start healing, what shows up is a more healed version of you. Then you can share your testimony. You can help people go to their next level. You can talk from the place that you used to be and therefore helping others. So don't bleed on people. Try to get in a space of helping other people heal. And remember, healing is a journey. You understand? It's a journey. It is not a destination. And embracing the moment. So when you go through going through the caterpillar to the cocoon to the butterfly, it takes time. Cocoon work is done in isolation. That's why I named it as such. And that's why my logo is a butterfly, because it is a journey. And so healing for me took time. But you have to get to the root of what caused it. And you have to unpack. And a lot of people don't feel comfortable unpacking. So to this queen, I see you. I want you to start unpacking. I want you to get yourself in somebody's chair, such as a therapist or a coach. I have both. And start there. You can also check out, I did a podcast episode with Michelle Maiden. She has the Boss Babe Academy YouTube channel, but her YouTube name is called The Michelle Touch. And we have, I think we're almost at 2,000 views on me speaking about self-neglect, but I talk about forgiveness in there. And I talk about surrender. So if you're looking for something tangible that you can watch, I have all that information in my Bloom group. Is also on my email list because, you know, I talk to the streets, and you can go watch that now. So if anything, babes, I want you to remember forgiveness is for you. That is the lesson today. There is nothing else that I want to say, but I want to leave you with that, especially as we are in the spring season. And most of the time we do spring cleaning, which means you need to unpack. So I feel that's a word for someone today. And I want you to level up your intentional queen to a better you. If you're looking for more things to listen to feed your mind, and you want to know about books and resources, then definitely be on the intentionalqueenjourney.com email list, and you get a free gift from me. And the podcast is up every other week. There's over 100. Yes, y'all. We got 100 episodes. Yes, she did it, and over 20,000 downloads. But Intentional Queen Podcast, Journey to Restoration with Janine, that is a perfect place for you to start and start binging my content and listening to things and get yourself in a good space, because guess what? You start to heal when your environment change, and you cannot heal where you were sick. So I don't know, Queen, where you trying to heal from or what you're trying to forgive, but sometimes you have to change your environment. You have to go into isolation. You have to show up as your best self. But I want you to start talking sexy to yourself and say, I want to have forgiveness. I want to have healing. Don't that sound better? I want to versus I have to. I want to. It just land a little sexier. So anyway, I'm going to move on, but see you guys later. Bye-bye.